Hey guys! Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is an interesting little discussion about the warm reviews of our Disney Signature Treats collection. And this has been a very interesting collection indeed. It took a long time for me to get it. I've been hearing all sorts of different people's reviews and thoughts on them on cold, and I don't know how many warm reviews have made it out there on the internet yet, but I would say that this is a collection that is better warmed than it was in the package cold for sure, but it still isn't this amazing home run, oh my gosh, I need 25 of them collection like I was hoping it would be, but it's definitely better than what I had feared from the cold sniffs. So I guess we'll just start with what is probably the most successful, which is the Disney Mickey Mouse Cinnamon Bun Bash, and that right there is just a mouthful. So this one, it's kind of hard to describe except if you take your traditional vanilla pastry type scent and then you marry it with a good spicy cinnamon. So almost more like a cinnamon and clove, if most of you are familiar with our clove and cinnamon bar. If you take some of the cinnamon from that, add a little bit of the extra spiciness maybe from the clove, and then you have this really nice buttery vanilla glazed pastry thing. Jam them together, you get this. So it's an excellent performer. I really like it in my house because it's warm, it's spicy, it's welcoming. I mean, if you watch my channel, you know those check all my boxes. But it doesn't really strike me as a cinnamon roll. So that is the only thing. I have never had one of these special Mickey Mouse shaped cinnamon rolls from Disney World. I've only been once, and it was wonderful with my girls and my husband years and years ago. But if this tastes and smells the same as far as the treat and the wax, please let me know. Will I order more of these? I probably will get a few because it was good and strong. I enjoyed it. It just would be something where I would name it something different, like, I don't know, like a Mexican rice pudding or something of that nature, because you had a creaminess, you had a vanilla, you had the strength from all of the cinnamon, but it was nothing that I would consider straightforward or normal for a cinnamon roll. Really good though, so I will probably get more of that. Now, the one that I was the most excited about on cold, I like the scent, but the throw was not very good. And that's going to be our Glazed Almond Dreams. I will do the other bar because I got 2 sets of this in a smaller space and see what happens. I thought that this was a very pretty, sort of vaguely sweet, sugary almond and toastiness kind of a scent. They said that there was cinnamon in here. I got a little bit of it on warm. My only complaint with this was really just strength. If it had been double the strength and really nice throw, I would be clubbing this, but I just couldn't smell it a lot. So maybe it will strengthen after it sits. I'm not sure. It's the sort of thing where I might melt the other bar and then really think seriously about getting a couple and putting them away, or possibly putting 1 bar in my quarterly club and then trying it again in a few months. And if it's still just kind of as far as performance, I'd pull it. But I like the scent profile on that. Now, here, this one is just weird. Fruit and Hazelnut Waffle Delight. This one was also a pretty good performer. I really did this just in a smaller space, 2 cubes of it in a good performing warmer, but this bar gives you lots of layers and lots of different things going on at different times in the melt. So at first you get all this sort of sweet, fruity thing going on. You get the fake blueberry, which it's hard to get over that in wax for me. Like I've told you before, I didn't mind it in Fairy Tale Pumpkin because it kind of went with the whole territory of Halloween candy and all that. But this one, at first you get the blueberry, and then you get the strawberry, and that's not too bad. But then, as it warms longer, you do get the waffle and the hazelnut, and I liked that part of this warm. It had a little bit of the waffly note that's also in the gingerbread pecan waffles that's currently in our catalog. Now, I like the gingerbread pecan waffles much better, but this one was interesting, coming in and out of my room at different times of the day. It gave me different things. It performed with longevity because it had all these different layers, and I'm not going to mind this bar at all. I thought I was going to want to give these away. They're really pretty good. So that surprised me, but it's probably not something where I'm going to rush out and need 10 more. So the next one, the Candy Apple Delight. This was lovely and light, and this one was very straightforward. Exactly what you smelled in the clam is what you got. I put 3 cubes of this in a warmer in my bedroom. And I let most of these go for a couple of days because I said I'd try to get the review up on Monday. That just wasn't going to happen because these bars are so odd that they weren't going to be super straightforward. And most of the time I can throw wax in a warmer and know in 2 hours what it's going to do. With these, I thought I need to give these a couple of days. And that was definitely the right call. But this one, straightforward, beautiful, lovely sort of floral sweet apple, a little bit of sweet nuttiness, and a light golden syrupy caramel. Very pretty scent. So if you guys like this, I would club this one and use it in medium to small spaces. It was quite delightful. And then last but not least, the weirdest bar of the bunch. This Churro So Sweet. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so weird, especially on cold. It really is hard to describe. People say jalapeno, and yeah, I kind of get that. It is this weird top note that they put in this bar to mimic that deep, spicy fried dough thing. But at first, it's unpleasant as unpleasant can be. So I had done 2 cubes of this in my old enchanted pumpkin warmer in the dining room first. It wasn't bad on warm, but I wasn't getting anything interesting out of it. Then the next day, I took it downstairs into my basement. And when I have a problem child bar where either I don't know what I'm getting and I'm not sure if I like it, or it's something that doesn't throw well enough and I think it could do better, I will move it to the basement. So I'll probably do that with half of the other Glazed Almond Dreams bar too. I'll put some of it in my bedroom and some of it in the basement and see what happens. This Churro So Sweet needed several hours to get itself together and burn off that weird top note of whatever it is that makes the rest of us think it's pickles or jalapenos. Once that was gone, and I really only smelled that on my stairs, I forgot what I was warming because I was really busy sorting things on the unfinished side of my basement, getting ready for Christmas decorating and all this, and I was coming and going and I thought, that's really nice. What is that? And it was the second stage on the warm of this Churro So Sweet. And I finally got a very heavy spiced fried churro. Now it would kind of come and go and waft in and out so that either I really loved it or I'd get that weird jalapeno note. So I'm not telling you, run out and get 65 of them because it's the best churro bar ever. But if you happen to have a nose where you don't smell the jalapeno, I bet you love this. Because the other half of it was sort of like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde worm. I can tell you I've never had that happen before with a bar. Never. The last one where it was just the weirdest thing on cold was maple rum cake, but that's fine once you get it in the warmer. It doesn't have 2 different phases or anything. But this bar, if you can get into the core of the scent, it's actually pretty good. But getting there is a rough journey anyway. So that is Churro So Sweet. So what would I buy more of? The Churro So Sweet is so strange that I might just get another bar just kind of out of spite to see if it's nicer or maybe a second batch. They balanced out those crazy oil ratios or whatever. I don't know. I do like the Candy Apple Delight, so I might get a couple of that to put away because that would be a really nice spring bakery scent when you're just craving something light, but you don't want lemon, you don't want strawberry. The Fruit and Hazelnut Waffle Delight I probably have enough of. I'm going to try my other bar of Glazed Almond Dreams, and if it performs better, I might club that. And just because I'm me, I really might club this Disney Mickey Mouse Cinnamon Bun Bash because I like it. It's great with a bunch of other cinnamon type scents in my home. Actually, I think when I have time to decide what I would melt with it, this might be very good in alternate warmers with the old Churro, which is totally staying in my club. It's not coming out. This other one could never replace Churro. But this is good. So I want more of this. I might want more of this. This is much better than I thought it was, but probably just not my kind of bar. Might want a couple of this for the road. And I think I will try another one of these. Maybe throw it in my club so that it would be another batch of it, just to see if maybe Scentsy made a mistake with the way that they mix the oils in that and it could get better over time. I don't know. So 3 out of the 5 I did truly really enjoy. One's weird, one's tolerable, and that I know is a mixed bag review, but it's an honest review. So I have had a few comments where some people are truly getting that beautiful churro note that I could only kind of get with this bar. I'm very, very happy for you. How do you guys like the Cinnamon Bun Bash one? What are you smelling in it? compared to any other cinnamon roll scents that we've had. I do find it unique in a way that is pleasant, and I do want more of that one. So this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. I hope you guys have gotten a chuckle out of watching people with the reviews on this particular collection. It's a little bit sad to me that they weren't quite as straightforwardly beautiful as I know Scentsy can do. And I was just texting my director this morning, why in the world is the trend with bakery to take away most of the sweetness and try to add all these other layers of like savoriness and complexity and nuance? Because to me it just messes it up. I just want a sweet, gooey bakery bar. That's all I'm asking for. But, you know, it is what it is in Scentsy land right now. So have a great day, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.